Hello friends, this is Scott and it's mid-July and we're looking at the main spring garden that I put in that is going to be almost empty here in the near future, but I want to show you some of the things we got going on. The raspberries are coming on. We've got some green cabbage. The cauliflower has been better than I've ever grown, I think, with this being the biggest head of cauliflower that I think I've ever grown. It started to get a little bit of a sun scald. It doesn't hurt the flavor, but it does hurt the appearance. But man, when they're just the pure white cauliflower, eating it fresh is really, really tasty. But I've been freezing quite a bit too. Onions, though, will be the next crop that I pick, and that'll be a video coming up. They're doing well. My first planting of corn was a little bit iffy. We've got some varying heights of the corn and some germination issues, but yeah, overall I think we're going to have some good corn. We'll see. But I did plant a backup crop, a second crop, and I'll show you that here in a second. But yeah, the first crop's doing okay. Again, I wish it was better and more uniform in height, but whatever. Second planting is coming up and the rows look good. I've been watering pretty consistently, but I think I haven't got the manures in this section of the garden, and so I think I'm going to need to buy some nitrogen and do some side dressing to get this corn up to speed. I showed you a couple of videos ago that the garlic was fair. It wasn't as good as it usually is. That's because I did plant a second crop of corn where I plant my garlic, and I did add some fertility, but I didn't add enough, and so the garlic size suffered this year. So I thought, well, might as well make the same mistake again, and I decided I'm not going to plant my garlic here next year, but I don't want a whole empty garden because again, all this stuff is going to be gone here in the next little while. This whole spring garden will be pretty much empty. So I went down to the basement and I found my really shriveled up potatoes that I did not eat, the smaller potatoes, and they look dead. But last year I did plant my similar to these and had a really good crop on my second crop, probably better than my first potato crop. So I'm going to use this bed up. And I'm not going to waste any space. To the best of my ability, might as well grow something. And I have them, so might as well give it an experiment and see if I have a good crop this year. But once these potatoes do get pulled, I'll just take manures. And again, last year I did not load this area up with manure from the pasture because I was planting root crops, and I don't want to plant root crops into manures. So it's okay to plant those types of crops or taller crops like the fruit above ground. It's okay to have a little manure, a little fresher manure, but you know what? It may bind up some of the nitrogen in the soil by having fresh manure, so we'll see. But again, this whole area, I'm going to swap the garlic out of here, and I'm just going to go ahead and just heavily load up this area with manures in the winter, let it sit, and then next year I'll plant another crop probably. Maybe I'll move my onions over here, or my broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage because both of those crops did wonderfully. You see the onions are starting to fall over a little bit in the background there. So yeah, they'll be the next crop that I pick, and that'll be a video here probably next week. I think I'll be picking some of those. I will show you some that I've harvested. They're pretty good sized onions. So I've grown bigger, but not much bigger. Down here, this will be definitely my best onion crop ever. So, but here I'm just taking those old potatoes and I'm just throwing them out just to get spacing on this first bed, and I can really tell the difference in the soil quality because I've not put any fresh organic matter in here, any manures, and I did use clay as my base layer that I screened from the big pile of dirt, and the sun's just baking this stuff hard. So, but here's a look at my spacing, and again, I always lay everything out first because I want to know exactly where I'm going to plant it. But yeah, that tells you right there, or gives you a good example of what happens to your soil when you don't have it mulched and the sun just bakes it. It gets really hard. But so I'm nothing fancy with this planting. I'm just digging a little bit of hole, dump the potatoes in there, and just chop up the clumps and cover it up. My whole thing with screening my soils and everything in here and putting organic matter is I want really good soil tilth, and I'm going to build these beds up. Now over the last few years, my rush has been to build additional beds, and I'm doing my best to take care of the ones I've already built, but I've always been pushing to make more, and I still have more beds to finish. But I'm getting closer to having all my beds basically established. And then over time, you'll see more of a raised bed process going on here. And I do not till. I do a little digging at times to mix the soils up, but I'm basically a no-till gardener. I like the lasagna method where you just throw layers of organic matter on top. You dig your holes where you need to, like I am here with the potatoes, and then you plant, and then you just cover them up with organic matter and build them up. My plan here, though, is I'm going to reclaim the edge of my garden. I did that at the beginning of the season, and as you see, the weeds and the grasses have already started to encroach on my garden beds again. But when these potatoes come up, you always hill potatoes, because that's how the best way to get the most potatoes and have the healthiest potatoes, keep the sun from hitting them, is you just pile dirt on top. And where I'm going to get that soil is I'm going to dig out the edges, and I'm going to pile that dirt up on top. And then, the beds will be about 3 feet, and then in between those beds, I will dig, that you can see the pathway right next to the onions. I'm going to dig that up, throw that up on top, and then I'm going to fill in those walkways with manures, and that way it's a good way just to compost in place. And then next year I can either leave them like that, and then the next year flip those over on top, or I can decide to do it earlier in the season if I so choose. But yeah, that way I make sure that I get my organic matter in the soil, and it does help retain moisture. And while those materials are breaking down until they're completely composted. And and we got plenty of soil life in the garden with the worms and the other bugs. So I'm looking forward to getting those beds hilled up once those potatoes come up. And then in the dormant season, I will let those chickens back out, and they'll come in, and they'll be my little tillers. They'll come in here and they'll eat the bugs and give me some great eggs from all the life that I'm creating in this garden. But here's a close-up. You can see this is really clay soil. And it is clumpy because it's been getting hot. And again, I did not add organic matter this year, and that's a mistake. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to move the garlic, put it somewhere else where I already have put manures this year, and then I won't put manures where I plant them for next year. This fall is when you plant garlic, so for a spring harvest the following season. But got them all dug in, and again, it's nothing fancy, but you see my edges are not clean and crisp anymore, but that'll be where I pull the dirt once those plants come up. And as always, you got to water everything in really good. And with bare soil with no mulch, I've got to make sure I water more. But again, very clay soil. So we'll see how these potatoes do here. I've had really good potatoes in the past, so we'll see how it goes. But 10 days later, as I'm getting ready to come up to Salt Lake here, they're coming up. So even the worst of the worst, all those sweet potatoes that are shriveled up and look dead, they're still viable, and they are coming up pretty well. Got a little bit of weeding to do, but that's all, that's just part of the process. Weeds are just, we're in that time of the year where I won't be able to catch up on weeding until fall again. And then by fall, I'll have this place looking sharp when the weeds quit growing. But I'm happy with my garden, and we're doing pretty good. Well, I did buy another quarter of one of the cows that we had pastured, and show you the amount of meat. I did a video last year showing and broke down all the cuts, and nobody gave a care about that. So I'm just showing you that I am filling my freezer up with veggies. I have been able to freeze some from the garden this year already, and I'll keep working on that. Looking forward to tomatoes, but I do have beef, so I'll be able to share that with my family in Salt Lake too. So that's what's going on down here at the homestead, and we have a lot more picking to do here in the near future, and hopefully some preserving, so we'll be able to fill up this freezer all the way, and I'll be eating well through next winter. So thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could put me over the top, I'd sure appreciate it. Thank you.